Appreciate it, pal. Oh, man. I'm at that wedding age. All my friends are getting married. Actually, I went to a wedding last month. And if you're wondering who gets married in February, it's cheap people. That's who it is. Yeah. I love a wedding. Except I hate getting reintroduced to people I've met at weddings. Like, I ran into my friend's girlfriend for the 5th time, and for the 4th time, I had to act like I never met this person in my life before. She comes up to me, she's like, "Oh my God, I've heard so much about you." I'm just like, "Yeah, I've told you so much about me, that's why." I'm repeating things she's told me multiple times. I'm like, "You went to Cornell, you studied hotel management." She's like, "Who told you that?" I'm like, just some idiot that got into Cornell somehow, I don't know. And at the end of the wedding, we found out we're gonna be seeing each other in a couple of weeks, and she goes, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see you at the Johnson wedding." And I was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to meet you there. It's gonna be so much fun." Yeah. It was fun, it was a gay wedding. I've never been to a gay wedding before. It's the same as a straight wedding, except a bunch of straight people are there claiming they're allies, like gay straight allies. And no one is buying it at all. You get the same vibe you get when someone gives themselves a nickname, Like, imagine I came up here and I was like, "Hey everyone, they call me Big Dick Kyle." You'd be like, "Okay, Little Dick Kyle." No one's ever called you that. I don't know. I don't trust anyone that labels themselves. I don't, Like, I'm an ally. I've got a dad bod. I'm a girl dad. I think you're pandering. You're just fat, and you should not be around little girls. That's what I think. What a weird thing to brag about. Best wedding I went to, though, I went to a wedding in Hawaii, and only thing is I went alone. And Hawaii alone is tough. It is. You show up to the hotel, and the lay guy, he comes out with 2 lays, and then he sees you're by yourself, and he slowly puts the other one behind his back. Yeah. You have to pretend like he just didn't see that. And you go up to the concierge, and she's like looking around you. She wants to say aloha, so you look behind you to see what she's looking at. And then just the lay guy going, "Yeah, he's alone. There's no one else coming out of that Uber right now." Yeah. Best part of Hawaii, though, I went to, on my last day there, I went to Pearl Harbor. And I was at Pearl Harbor. It was 4 hours before my flight. I realized I hadn't gotten my niece a souvenir in Hawaii. So I went to the gift shop at Pearl Harbor. Yeah. You're not going to believe this. Not a lot of stuff for 3-year-old girls at the gift shop at a Navy base. Yeah, if she needed like a shot glass or a t-shirt to wear to her local VFW, she would have been set. Yeah. Only thing I could have got for her there, they had a whole wall filled with Hello Kitty dolls. Yeah, Japan's cutest exports. Yeah. I'm not buying merch from Japan at the Navy base they bombed 82 years ago, all right? Yeah. I don't buy Hello Kitty at Pearl Harbor for the same reason I go to the halal cart next to the Freedom Tower, all right? I'm a patriot, all right? All right. Let's not turn this into a rally, but all right, I appreciate it. This is fun. I wasn't sure about that one. Sometimes, yeah. I got accused of being racist, though, recently. I did. I didn't care for it. I was getting dinner with my friend. He goes, "Let's get Chinese food." I was like, "Nah, I hate that food." And he goes, "That's racist." I was like, "That's preference. It'd be racist if I hated who made the food." And I love Mexicans, so... All right, you guys are fun. Good to know. Checking in early. That's good. About me, my race, I am Irish and Croatian. If you don't know Croatia, it is just Italy's Mexico. That's the best way. Yeah. I get mistaken for Italian all the time, which makes sense. And I've realized no one gets more upset to find out I am not Italian more than middle-aged Italian men. It's a weird phenomenon. I was leaving a show the other night, and this guy comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, what's your father do?" And I was like, "Oh, he's an electrician." He goes, "No way, I work in concrete." I was like, those are two very different things. But I see where you were going with that. And he's like, yeah, but you're Italian, right? And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not, sorry." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And he just like walked away slowly like Charlie Brown. I felt like he was about to tell me like a deep, dark secret. I wish I said yes, you know? He's like, "You're Italian, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Isn't it crazy how all us Italian men are secretly a little gay? It's crazy, right?" Can't make that rainbow flag without that red and green, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a kiss. Kiss me, it's fine. I know there's Italians in the crowd, I'm sorry. It's what it is. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll say this though, I am very happy my parents decided to give me more an American name and not a Croatian name, because Croatian names are terrifying. Yeah, like my grandpa, his name is Arson. Yeah, like that American felony we're all fond of. Yeah, and he came to this country to become an electrician. Yeah, you don't hire an electrician named Arson, all right? That is like hiring a gynecologist named Johnny Fingerblast. How's it going? I'm Dr. Sexual Assault. Come into the Papsphere right now. We're gonna have a good time, you know? Oh, yeah. But it's a fun fact about Arson. He had being left-handed beaten out of him as a child, which is really funny now because my cousin is transgender. Yeah. So if you think about it in like the grand scheme of history, in like 1938, my grandpa was like, "I'm a lefty," and some priest was like, "You're going to hell." Okay. But in 2018, my cousin was like, "I'm a woman," and we're like, "You're going to NYU. Good for you. It's a good school." Yeah. You know, you meet a lot of different people, like different walks of life doing comedy. I have a good friend, she's a trans woman, and we were at a bar a couple nights ago getting hammered. And she got a little too drunk, and she put her hand on my lower back and started rubbing my lower back. And I immediately understood why women hate when men do that to them at bars. Yeah. I was like, I didn't get asked to be touched here at all. Please remove your hands from me. But what really bothered me about it is I make a good, honest effort to get her pronouns right, but she's not even making an effort to not behave like a man. Yeah. So I called her out on it, right? She got all mad at me. She gave me like dirty looks, gave me the silent treatment. And after like an hour of not talking to me, I was like, you know what? As far as behaving like a woman, this is a step in the right direction. Right? Then she called me transphobic. I was like, are you getting mad at me for something you did? You really are a woman. Good for you. Transformation complete. Yeah. I was working on that joke, and I was trying to find like a second thing, and I Googled things men do that women hate, and I found a lot of blogs. I found a lot of blogs about bitter girlfriends and wives complaining about their significant other. A lot of them in list form for some reason. I don't know why. And one common denominator on all the list, it said women hate when men don't follow their dreams. And I could tell you as someone pursuing stand-up comedy, women hate guys following their dreams. Yeah. Kind of their number one thing they hate about me. I know. We're all shallow. Men are shallow too. I'm the same way. I was at a bar once. I was talking to this girl. And she goes, "Oh my God, you do comedy?" "I weave baskets." She's like, "Yeah, I sell them in Union Square at the flea market on Saturdays." I was like, "Yeah, let me know when you're on QVC, you broke loser." You know? Out of my face. We're all shallow. Like at this wedding, you know, I was at this wedding. And we were taking a group photo, and I heard someone go, I don't photograph well. I feel like that's people's passive way of them letting us know they think they are way better looking than they actually are, right? We've all got that friend like, I don't photograph well. It's like, I think you're just unattractive, Terrence. That's all it is. It's like, I got a double chin in that photo. It's like, you have a double chin right now, all right? That double chin is real time, Terry, let's be honest. I'm like retaking the photo. He's like, delete that one. My lazy eye is showing. I'm like, my phone's gonna run out of storage before your lazy eye fixes itself. I don't know. I used to be delusional. I used to say I don't photograph well, and then one day I caught myself in a mirror, and I was like, oof, I don't reflect well. This is a me problem. Oh yeah. What's going on? Drinking? Love to see it. Love to see it. I got blackout drunk recently, because things are going well, and. Yeah, I got blackout drunk, and I posted a photo on Instagram to the main feed, blackout drunk. I will tell you, waking up to notifications to a photo you do not remember posting is a very specific brand of anxiety. I was opening my phone, I was like, please, nothing that'll ruin my career, please, nothing misogynist, please, nothing racist, please, God, nothing racist. I opened it up, it was a picture of me and my family. But the caption, I love the Klan. Ah, shit. Love it when the family rallies. Hashtag JKKK. What was I thinking? Oh my God. I quit drinking once. I did. I quit drinking for a year and a half once. I'm back now though. So. All right. Usually I woo at the first part, and then. Yeah, I quit drinking. My first day no drinking was January 1st, 2020. Yeah. I woke up the first day of that year. I was like, this is going to be my year. And then March rolled around. I was like, this may not be my year. And then mid-June 2020, I was watching some race riots on CNN. I was like, this was never going to be a white entertainer's year. Holy smokes did I this time, this one. Speaking of drinking, though, I got a card at a liquor store recently, and the woman, she's looking at my ID, and she goes, ooh, January birthday? Someone had a birthday in 2020. And I was just as confused as you are right now. I was like, everyone had a birthday in 2020. That's how birthdays work, you idiots. And she's like, no, you got to have a birthday party. Not everyone had a birthday party in 2020. I was like, the pandemic. Okay, still holding on to that one. All right. I was like, I didn't have a birthday party in 2020. And she was like, why not? I was like, well, in 2020, I didn't turn 7 years old. That's why. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. If a single guy in his 20s has a birthday party, that is not a birthday party. That is a cry for help, all right? And then we're bantering, and now she goes, you're such a typical Capricorn. Which, I don't know, I feel like astrology is just how women get away with mansplaining. It's the same thing, you know? They'll be like, Capricorn, you know what that means? I'm just like, no, but I'm sure you're about to tell me. So, if you don't like people judging you for your sign, I developed a trick. Find a historical figure you have a similar birthday with, and keep that name in your back pocket, you know? I was on this bad date once. This woman goes, oh my God, Capricorn, we're never gonna work. They're like historically terrible. There's like never been a good one. And I was like, wow, it's a shame you feel that way about the great Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah. Fellow Capricorn, historically not terrible person. Do you believe in the stars but not civil rights? You're right, we're not gonna work, okay? And she was white, by the way, so she started backpedaling pretty quickly. It was awesome. She was like, Capricorn, I'm gonna say Aquarius. All Aquariuses are terrible. And I was like, wow, I can't believe you also hate Rosa Parks. Oh my God. Before you say anything else, Harriet Tubman was a Pisces, all right? I have 9 more civil rights leaders ready to go. Speaking of Rosa Parks, though, I also used to take the bus to work. And that's the best transition you'll hear at a comedy show ever. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. Now, I was on the bus. My first day, I saw a guy had a t-shirt that said, all I know is winning. I was like, you are on a bus in Queens right now. I think you know a thing or two about losing, sir, all right? I love the bus, though. I think every American should have to take the bus for 2 years. We should. The same way the Israelis do the military. It should be required in this country. We should. Because I think the bus, it teaches you so much. I'll tell you, the bus will make you not racist. It will. It's like the vaccine for racism. But it will do so by at first pumping you full of hate. It will. I'll tell you what happened to me. On my first day on the bus, I get on. I worked in Flushing, Queens. It's an all-Asian neighborhood. I get on. There was an old Asian lady with her shoes off, clipping her toenails. I was like, all right, that's like a one-off thing. I'm not going to judge a whole race based on this one gross old lady. A couple of weeks go by, get in the bus. Old Asian man, shoes off, clipping his toenails. And I was like, these fucking people. No wonder they're always opening up nail salons. What a bunch of freaks. Just loving toenails. So weird. So I'm walking around with all these crazy thoughts about Asians and toenails. I'm on the bus another day. I hear the guy next to me clipping his toenails. And I could tell he just clipped his big toe based on the sound it made. You know, it had some bass to it. And before I could even look at the guy, toenail shrapnel flicked my eye. Yeah. So I'm like getting ready to gear up to yell at some old Asian person. It was a white guy in Birkenstocks clipping his toenails. And I was like, oh, I don't hate Asians. I hate the fact that I don't have a car. That's the problem. Yeah. Asians not my problem. Ironically, my solution, one of their Toyotas. So it would have been... This is a fun job, though. This is a fun job. Second best job I ever had, I was a caddy at a golf course. Yeah, and the thing is, I caddied before America cared about mental health. So I was just out there with dudes that I'd never talked to anyone about their feelings ever for 4 hours a day. We'd be like walking down the fairway, they're like, yeah, I hate my father. Haven't slept with my wife in weeks. What do you think? 5-iron. Definitely 5-iron. Yeah, I'm good. Playing us lies there. But when I was real young, I thought I wanted to be a teacher. And I was talking to my friend who's a teacher. And he's getting his students ready for the state test. And he was telling me that if enough kids fail the state test, the teacher can get fired. And I don't know about you guys. That's the type of information that if we had as kids, we would have unionized to get certain teachers fired. Oh, you want to give us winter break homework, Miss Kennedy? It's going to cost me time and you tenure, all right? I'm in 4th grade. I have nothing to lose. You have a mortgage, all right? You're paying that by yourself. There's no ring on that finger. I will put your ass on the street, all right? I feel like every history teacher I had growing up, they would spend the whole year teaching us about World War II, and then they realized there was like 3 weeks left in the school year, and then just cram 65 years of history in before the state test. Yeah. Now I know nothing about America post-1945, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Like the only proof of the Korean War I've ever seen is my bus driver's hat. That's it. All right, some bus people. Okay. That's why I love Forrest Gump. If it weren't for Forrest Gump, I know nothing about the 50s, 60s, 70s. The other day I'm watching this documentary about an oil crisis in the 70s, and the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this before or after Forrest drank all those Dr. Peppers? Does Jenny have AIDS yet? Where are Dan's legs? I just came with some money recently, though. I did. I had a relative die. He wasn't rich. He didn't leave me like land or a Rolex. He was a hoarder. And I got my hands on his 5-gallon Poland Spring water jug of loose change. Yeah. $747.18. Quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, you know. They say when a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. I say when a hoarder dies, a relative goes to Coinstar. That's what I say. Yeah, and I went to a Coinstar in Flushing, Queens, which I gotta suggest, if you ever have this much money in coin form, go to a Coinstar in an Asian neighborhood, because old Asian ladies will crowd around you like an Atlantic City roulette table. Yeah. I don't speak Mandarin or Korean, but I know the sound of people gambling, all right? Oh, man. Not good with money. I've made some money mistakes the past couple of years. Like, the week after I got all this money from the Coinstar, I was in Colorado, and I bought a $400 cowboy hat. Yeah. The thing is, when you're in the cowboy hat store, you feel like a cowboy. But then you walk out, and you quickly feel like an idiot. With every step, you're questioning your purchase. You're like, am I cool enough to bring back cowboy hats? No one outside is wearing a cowboy hat. That cashier was pretty adamant about the no return policy. Trying to be better with money now, I am though. Like this year, not playing the lottery anymore. No more lottery for me, that's the thing. You ever do the thing where you buy lottery tickets and you think about what you'd buy with the jackpot? Yeah, I was doing that, but every week I lost and the jackpot got bigger. My dreams kept getting darker and darker as the weeks went on. Like on week 1 of the lottery, I'd be like, oh my God, 125 million. I'd buy a house in the Hamptons, you know? Then like a couple weeks go by, it's 700 million. I'm like, 700 million? I would never speak to my family again. A couple weeks go by, it's 1.2 billion. I'm like, oh my God, I could be a pedophile. That's so much money. I don't want to be, but it's an option with that much money. Some of these are for me, I'm not gonna lie. That's a fun one. I just like looking at you when I say it's good. Been way better with money recently. I just joined a gym, and I found out this gym in my neighborhood, they give a discount if you join with your significant other. So I asked my roommate, I was like, hey, want to lie to this gym and tell them we're life partners so we can get the discount? And he was like, no, that's gay. I was like, they're not going to vet us at the gym. They're not going to make me suck you off for 25% off. They want to see a mailing address, you know? That would be pretty epic for that gym to do, though, you know? It's like, yeah, you can do squats here, but the first one, on his face, all right? Naturally, my roommate went for it because he's Italian, so it all worked out. Another cheapskate move I pulled recently. I found a dentist on Groupon. I'll tell you, this guy deserved to be on Groupon. I'm not gonna lie. He was a Greek guy, hairiest guy I'd ever met in my entire life. Yeah, like most doctors have like a Rolex on their wrist. This guy had a Brillo pad. It was disgusting. He just like rubbed against my lip for an hour and a half. I felt like I was giving head in the 70s. It was terrible. Brutal. And he pulls it out. He's like, would you like to rinse? I was like, I'd like a lawyer. I'd like a lawyer and some chapstick. I feel violated right now. If there's any takeaways from my set, we all have a group of people we hate, right? Not a race or a religion. I'm not a psycho. I mean a group like Nazis or NYU students or people with car lashes on their headlights. Just people you wouldn't mind see dying first in an apocalypse, right? My least favorite group. I hate a newly skinny person. That's my least favorite group of people. Oh my God. Is there anyone more uppity than someone that just lost a couple of pounds? I feel like inside every fat person, there is a skinny person waiting to tell you how to live your life. I found out. They're like those Russian nesting dolls, you know those things? They just get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then the tiniest version is just a life coach, I found out. They're always like telling you how to eat. They're like, I quit sugar, I quit dairy, and then I quit meat. I'm like, yeah, you picked up being hard to talk to, all right? I tried keto, I tried paleo, I tried fasting. I'm like, you should try finding new friends. I hate you. Like my friend, he lost 175 pounds. Yeah, a lot of weight. And he is not chill about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like we were at a diner recently, and I bought a piece of pie, and he's like, you're gonna eat pie in front of me? That's like drinking in front of a recovering alcoholic. And I was like, no, it's not. It's not remotely the same thing. He's like, how is it not different? I was like, alcoholics don't have cheat days. Right? We all know sober people. They're never like, oh my God, it's Tuesday. I think tonight I'll treat myself to a DUI. Yeah. I'm gonna have the relapse a la mode this evening. What are you gonna have? He's getting close to my weight though, which is making me nervous because I can't let him weigh less than me. Because I've made way too many fat jokes over the years. The other day he comes up to me and goes, hey man, you better watch out. I just got down to 210. I was like, we should celebrate with some pasta. That's what we should do. Maybe drink some orange juice. Great for the metabolism, I've heard, you know? So I've been working out a bit. I told my one friend I was going to the gym. He goes, oh dude, you going to the gym? What do you bench? What do you put up on the bench press nowadays? And I was like, nothing, I'm not going out for varsity, you know? I'm on the treadmill trying to stay bangable. That's what I'm doing. I work out like a middle-aged divorcee, I'll be honest. I'm on the treadmill in my quarter zip. I'm watching Bravo with subtitles. I am on an incline and I am crying. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I hate a newly skinny person, and I hate a know-it-all. Hate a know-it-all. I was telling my cousin, I was rewatching The Sopranos, and he goes, you know, they say rewatching a TV show is a sign of having serious anxiety. Yeah, people just do it because they find comfort in knowing what's going to happen. I was like, did you know that only repeating things you heard on podcasts is a sign of having zero personality? People just do it to fill the silence of their meaningless life. What do you think of that one? And he got all mad. He's like, you should go to therapy. I was like, I think you should get a vasectomy. He's like, why would you say that? I was like, oh, I thought we were pretending to be doctors. That's why. No. We spend too much time on our phones. We do. Too much time on the internet. That's why I'm always surprised when people act all coy about their internet search history. Like, you ever hear someone go like, oh my God, if my search history got out there, I'd never be able to run for office. Have you not seen who's been running for office? You're fine, all right? You could Google, do I have dementia, and be in line for the highest office in the land. And if you're not laughing, that joke goes for both sides, so spare me. Grow up. We all have bad-looking search histories, we do. Like the other day, I couldn't remember the difference between the words objective and subjective. And Google reminded me I had looked it up before because I typed in O and it just filled in objective, subjective difference, question mark. Yeah, and then all the links were purple because I clicked on all of them and read all of them before. Yeah, Google was like an idiot savant playing Wheel of Fortune. They got the first letter, it was like, I would like to solve the puzzle. This man is dumb enough to run for office. He is an idiot. I am happy to be here, though. I was nervous I was going to have to cancel. I had an ear infection last week, and I went to urgent care for it. I'll tell you, going to urgent care, that is like grocery shopping at a gas station. It is. You can do it, but you're going to die, you know? You go to a real doctor's office, there's a degree from Cornell on the wall. You go to an urgent care, there's a cat poster that says believe on the bottom. Like, I believe I'm putting my life in your hands right now. They make you check in on that iPad that's been touched by every sick person in a 50-mile radius. You're like, I'm here for an ear infection, but test me for hepatitis while you're at it. Yeah. I had this like really bro-y white guy doctor too. He comes in and he goes, you know, I don't think antibiotics are the answer. And I was like, I do. I think they are. I'd love some drugs, sir. He's like, no, I'm going to suggest you get some vitamin D and some potassium. I was like, did you just tell me to eat a banana in the sun? I need drugs. I want a real doctor right now, all right? Give me an Indian doctor stat, okay? I'm not leaving here until I hear someone say antibiotics. All right, that's what I want in this place. Some of you were going, that last line was a little racist. And I'm pretty sure that's subjective. So... All right, guys, I'm out of time. You guys are great.